Money's a problem. Only the rich have got enough money, and there just doesn't seem to be enough money to go around. Money is very expensive. It costs interest to get it. It costs tax to use it. It costs inflation just for having it around. And the scammers, the corporates and the privates are always trying to steal it off you. There is a better way, and that better way is mutual credit system. We exchange goods and services without money. One system is called LETS, Local Energy Trading Systems. LETS have been steady and dependable for more than 40 years. This short video explains LETS and the CES and how we might use them. LETS is a system to track IOUs. It's a mutual credit system. CES is the software that records what we give and receive so that it stays fair. We could just barter instead. Pretend that Anne wants a cheap laptop and help to set it up. Anne can offer 10 hours help and advice about permaculture in exchange. Anne finds Bruce somehow, I don't know how. Bruce can offer excellent computer skills and has a spare serviceable laptop. Bruce wants help and advice with permaculture in exchange. Anne trades her permaculture skills and help for Bruce's help and a decent laptop. They're both very, very happy. But, and I repeat, but, what if Anne can't find someone who wants to trade a computer for permaculture advice? The computer gathers dust and Anne's expertise in permaculture goes to waste. No one's happy. This is where LETS as a mutual credit system can be useful. Anne puts up a want in the CES system for a laptop and support. Bruce contacts Anne through the CES. Bruce is paid 350 units. The CES records the transactions. Anne starts with an initial balance of 0. She has a debit of 350 units for the laptop and the help, and she ends up with a balance of a debit of 350. Bruce also starts with an initial balance of 0. He gets credit for the work and for the laptop, and he ends up with a balance of 350 units. 0 is the goal. Bruce can spend these 350 units in the future, and will in her own time bring her balance back to 0. There's no interest charge, which is significant, and no money involved, which is also significant. Later Sue puts up a want. Later Sue has a large garden and she needs help in converting it to permaculture. Anne works for 10 hours at 35 units an hour, and Sue pays her 350 units, and they build a beautiful garden together. And after the garden, Bruce still has 350 units credit. Sue has 370 units debit. Anne has a balance of 0 and a computer. So Bruce had the initial balance of 350. He's still got 350. He can spend that when he chooses. Sue started off with an initial balance of minus 20 units. It's more than acceptable to have a negative debit. It's a commitment to trade in the future, and people like that. She pays 350 units for the permaculture work and ends up with a total debit of 370. And this is a good thing. This means that there may be fresh organic food to trade later. Anne started off with an initial balance, this time of a debit of 350. She got credit for work of 350, so Anne has a balance of 0. She also has a workable laptop, and she's extended her community. And so it goes. What about you? How do you start? If you follow the URL to the community exchange, they'll show you how to join an exchange in Australia, and they will give you advice about how to join if you're not in Australia. You need to join the exchange of your choice, put up some offers and wants, and welcome to the community.